Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. So I'm really digging all the design discussion and the comments that we're having on these videos, so I thought I'd pitch you guys another idea and see what you guys thought. So as you saw in last week's video, you can now modify drones and upgrades between missions. And the idea behind this is that not only do I want to break up the missions, but I want to give you the sense that you can customize your fleet a little bit like you can in XCOM when you mess with your squad. And so currently we have an instant queue where you just add a bunch of modifications and it instantly modifies things. And the cost is scrap, which you get by sacrificing other drones and upgrades to get the materials to do your modifications. And this is really cool, but I always considered time to be another cost to these upgrades, and that's why we made it a queue, because eventually each thing would cost time, and it would just take a few days for each modification to happen. So one of the benefits of that is that it could possibly take these things out of commission while you're upgrading them and force you to compensate by using other strategies and other upgrades on the missions until these things are done. XCOM does this by having people injured and then you can't use their abilities and stuff, and so you've got to rejigger your team. So that would be the main benefit. One of the big detriments to this could be that you suddenly have to manage a queue. And not only do you have to manage this queue, but I also like to do my inventory management type stuff in bursts and all at once and figure everything out and then do it again in a little bit. And this a system like that might force you to have to be more continual about it to kind of make it so that everything's optimal, which I'm not a big fan of. So one quick solution to this might be to still have things cost time, but have everything execute in parallel. And that way you don't have to deal with managing a queue, and you could also make the time it takes constant so that they don't affect one another, and that might simplify things a little bit. However, at the cost of things not seeming as realistic and not having a detriment to doing all these things at once. You could also make it so that certain modifications don't cost any time if you don't want that hindrance on them, again at the cost of feeling realistic. So if you guys have any thoughts on this or examples of games that you think do this sort of stuff well, I'd love to hear them. And otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Thanks.